To the video tutorial of Categories Learning Center. My name is Barbara Fernandez. I'm a speech language pathologist, and I want to show you around Categories Learning Center today so that you can know that Category Learning Center is a great addition to your iPad. Let's get started by tapping on New Session.
You can select
That's
one or more
we
students
are
to
able
participate
to
in the
select
activity.
a new
Then,
player.
press play to start.
So I'm going to go ahead here and select Barbara and Mark to start a session. If you don't already have a student,
Add a new student by entering the child's name, selecting an avatar, and then tap OK.
you can just tap on that plus button and then enter a student name and a photo. You can do the student photo, or you can select from one of our many avatars. So the name Alice was already in use, so I'm gonna go ahead and change that name. Now I have 4 students. The app allows you to do up to 4 students for the activity, but you can just do 1 student at the time. Now we have 5 activities on this app. I'm going to select sorting level 1.
The items are already selected by default. If you want to remove any category, tap on the item to deselect.
We have here sorting level 1, sorting level 2, and then all the other activities. This allows us to select specific categories and also adjust how many categories we want for the activities of sorting 1 and sorting level 2. As you can notice, the sorting activities for level 1 and 2, they go from least complex to more complex. So here on level 1 you have animals, and then on level 2 you have amphibians. Level 1 you have body parts. Here you have baseball. So the categories are closer together on level 1 than they are on level 2. They are on level 2 than they are on level 1. So it's easier to differentiate them on level 1, which is a great place to get kids started.
Drag the images to the appropriate container based on the categories they belong.
So all we have to do here is, as you see here at the bottom, we have the items. We can tap on them to hear what they are.
Dress, shorts.
And then we get to drag to where they go.
Try again. Try again.
So you saw that if I tried to put an item in an incorrect category, it
Try
just tells
again.
me try again, and it moves it back so that you can try again.
Yeah!
After I push 10 different items into the containers, the app gives me a new set of categories and items to put them in place.
Volleyball.
If you're not sure what the images represent, for some of them it might be a little
Chess.
difficult to recognize, so you can just tap on them and hear what they are.
Try again.
Once you complete the activity, you can tap on done.
Tap on the avatar to view the results.
To take a look at the results. So here we have the report card for Barbara. She was working on level 1. She was 80% accurate, and this shows all the categories that she was working on. And every time you've worked with that child, you can see how well she was doing categorizing items.
You can select one or more students to participate.
I'm going to go ahead and show you where does it go.
Where does it go? Drag the image to the correct category.
Computer.
Here, the student is given an image of an item, and they have to drag it to where it goes. It's harder because they don't have the other images to compare it to. They have to see that image and try to see where it goes.
Chips. Cat.
I'm going to now put this one in the wrong
category.
Try
again.
So you see it did spit it back out.
VCR. Pony. CD, DVD player. Beaver. cordless phone, sheep, kite.
And also here with this activity, the child can't really choose which items to pick from. On the previous level, they would be able to, if they knew, for example, with the electronics, but they didn't know animals, even though it's a lot easier, just as an example, they could just drag all the electronics, and whatever was left, it would be the ones that would go in the other category. Here they are forced to find the location for every item that pops up.
Dead tree, sled, coffee table, trampoline, tree house. Try again. Apple blossom tree, rocking chair, tree, sandbox.
Report cards.
Now let's
You can
take a
select
look
one or
at
more
yet
students.
another activity, which is going to be the category
Naming.
Bullfinch, swan, hummingbird, eagle. These items go together because they are all.
So this is a very interesting activity, and it requires an adult to mark if they're correct almost or if they missed. Here, the child has to see these 4 different items and tell you the items, they all go together because they are all, in this case, they can say they're all birds. Yes, that was correct.
Cat, chihuahua, hamster, kitten. These items go together because they are all.
And here the child can say because they're all animals, because they all have ears, because they all have paws. So the adult will have to make a choice as to whether or not the child gave a correct answer of why they all go together, or they are all animals in this case.
Report cards.
And we're going to go back now
You can select one or more students.
Last activity, which is category selection.
Kitchen sink, bowl, dishes, stove. These items go together because they are all.
Category selection is very similar to category naming, but here you would have a child read the words and select the correct response.
Kitchen.
Blueberries, apple chunks, lime, banana. These items go together because they are all.
Fruits.
Jellyfish, starfish, clownfish, blue whale. These items go together because they are all.
Sea animals.
A, R, H, K. These items go together because they are all.
Letters.
Goat, pig, calf, horse. These items go together because they are all.
Report cards.
That was it for the overview of Categories Learning Center developed by Smarty Ears. We have over 60 apps on the App Store. Please make sure that you either search directly by Categories Learning Center on the App Store or by the developer name Smarty Ears.